Understanding how to grow your online coaching business in a predictable way can be the key to going from surviving to thriving. You might have a coaching business that has been generating revenue for several years. Maybe it has even grown in the past few years, but in most cases, the number one driver of growth for coaches is referrals. And don't get me wrong, that is amazing. It means you're great at what you do because people are talking about you and the results they get are speaking for themselves. But unless you have designed a program to incentivize former clients to talk about your business, it's difficult to grow in a predictable way just relying on referrals. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 specific levers that you can use that have a direct cause-effect relationship with revenue so that you can grow your coaching business. In its most basic form, revenue is simply the result of the number of clients you have multiplied by the price each of those clients is paying for your coaching services. This means that the 2 basic ways in which you can increase revenue are either increasing the number of clients you get or increasing the price of your services. In a service business, we also have to be aware that there is a time constraint, given that you can only take care of so many clients each month because you're likely having some one-on-one calls with them and you're likely also taking care of the lead qualification and sales process. This leads us to add another variable to that equation, which is time scalability. If you can find a way to dedicate less time to some of the current processes in your business, or if you can find a way to create a productized service, kind of like a digital course, where you are not spending one-on-one time with your clients, then you'll be able to grow your business as well. The 3 avenues we have identified as potential ways to grow your business are increasing your prices, getting more clients, and creating a scalable business model. If you increase your prices, you'll immediately grow your business. Now, I know it's easier said than done because you might be afraid of losing some clients if you increase your prices. Here are some of the steps you can take to increase your prices with confidence. First, you can calculate the value you are creating for your clients. It's not always possible to calculate an exact dollar amount, but try to get as close as possible to a number you feel comfortable with. Then, compare that to the price you are charging. If you divide the value you are creating for them between your prices and the number is 10 or higher, that's a sign that you can increase your prices. Another step you can take is to do some research and see what other coaches are charging for services that are comparable to yours. If you see that you are in the lower range, then that's another sign that you can increase your prices. The third step you can take to be able to confidently increase your prices is to turn yourself into a luxury coaching service. But what does that mean? You might be thinking that you have to increase the quality of your service or the delivery of it to be considered a luxury. None of that is needed. In Confessions of a Pricing Man, Hermann Simon, the founder and chairman of Simon-Kucher & Partners, the leading pricing consulting firm in the world, shares the 3 most common pricing strategies: the low-cost provider, premium pricing, and luxury pricing. As you might be thinking, the difference in pricing between the low-cost and premium products is related to quality. But that is not the case with luxury. Don't get me wrong, to position yourself as a luxury service, you do have to provide better quality than most, and especially when compared to the low-cost providers. But you don't have to be that much better than a premium service provider. The main component of a luxury product or service is related to the supply and demand dynamic. In simple terms, luxury just means that a lot of people want it, but only a few can have it. Even if a lot of people have the money, they will still not be able to get it. As an example, Ferrari, for some models, only manufactures a limited amount of cars. That's part of the reason why their prices are so high. So, To become a luxury coaching service, you just need to have a lot of people wanting to work with you, way more people than the number of people you can actually work with. This leads us to the second way in which you can grow your business, which is getting more clients. If you get more clients, your business will grow. The key is to have a predictable way to do so. As I said before, referrals are the best way to get new clients, but you can't depend on referrals if you want to grow your business in a consistent and predictable way. You need to be able to set up systems that allow you to project growth in an accurate way. Thanks to the digital tools that are available nowadays, it is possible to understand the actions that are leading to growth. You must be able to understand what is driving growth. Referrals will keep happening, but you need an input that you can control that leads to growth. It could be running ads, creating content, running webinars, or anything else that you can quantify and track. If not, you'll keep having up and downs in your revenue without knowing exactly what is causing it. You can also create a scalable business model to grow your online coaching business. Even if you increase your prices and you are now getting a flow of consistent new clients, you still have a limited amount of hours in the day. You will hit a ceiling if you depend on one-on-one services. Once you have a consistent flow of clients and you have created a luxury or at least premium offerings, you can now start creating other kind of offers, even some low-cost ones that are based on productizing your services. Here's when you can start creating your own digital course, on-demand webinars, ebooks, or any other kind of digital products that don't depend on your time. And if you build the right systems and processes, there is no limit to growth when you create a scalable business model based on digital products. As you can see, the real key to growing is to have a predictable, a consistent way to increase the number of people that want your products or services. If you do so, you won't be afraid to increase your prices, and it will allow you to start scaling with digital products. Let us then get into more detail about how to get more online coaching clients. To get more online coaching clients consistently, you need three basic elements. You need to attract potential clients to your website, you need to be able to track and measure what they do on your website, and you need to be able to make changes to your website to increase the number of visitors that become clients. It's simple, but not easy. Let's go over these three elements. There are many ways in which you can attract people to your website. You can create content on social media, you can run paid ads, you can create content to rank on Google and YouTube, you can do PR campaigns and try to get backlinks, and the list goes on and on. We are biased towards creating content that ranks on Google and YouTube, which you can also distribute on social media, because this is an investment that you make once, but generates results for a long period of time. In the case of ads, for example, the moment you stop spending money on this, the flow of new clients will stop as well. But with content, you do the work once and reap the rewards consistently over a long period of time. You do have to know that a content strategy will take a little bit longer than most other methods to generate results. Ads and other outbound methods like sending direct messages or cold calling will likely generate results in a shorter period of time. If you're interested in generating consistent and predictable results for the long term, then a content strategy is your best bet. Yet, even with a content strategy approach, there are ways to focus on generating results faster. What you should do is focus on creating content around topics that are closer to revenue. And what does that mean? It means that you should create first content related to topics like top X online coaches in your city, the cost of working with an online coach, online coaching pricing, online coaching packages. These are topics that people will be searching for when they are close to making a buying decision. They've already done the research. They understand they need a coach. Now it's just a matter of picking the right one for them. If you create content that ranks #1 on topics like the ones I've just mentioned, you will start attracting traffic to your website from people that have a high likelihood of becoming a client. Then, after you are ranking well for those topics, you can expand your topic selection to rank for others that might be higher in the funnel. Let's say you're a career coach. You can then expand to cover topics like how to negotiate salary, how to switch careers, how to do well in job interviews. These are all topics related to the services you offer, but because of the phrasing, the people who are searching for these might be getting started in their buying journey. They might not be even aware that there are coaching services available to help you negotiate a salary, switch careers, and do well in job interviews. With your content, you can educate them and move them to the next step in your customer's journey, and ultimately get them to either schedule a call with you if they are a good fit for your one-on-one premium services, or get them to purchase one of your on-demand digital products. This is when you need to have good data analytic tools on your website to understand how people are navigating your content. If you have a ton of people that are visiting your website, but no one is buying, and you don't have a way to visualize your data, you won't be able to make the necessary changes to turn visitors into buyers. Having no analytics is the equivalent of having a shoe store that you never visit. Your employees might tell you that, hey, a lot of people are visiting the store, but that no one is buying. And you will not be able to have an idea about why is that unless you're able to gather data. If you had cameras, or if you work at the store for a couple of days, you might get some insights. Maybe people are raising their eyebrows when they look at the price tag. Maybe all of your employees have bad breath when they talk to customers and they all go away. Something similar might be happening on your website. Maybe something is not clear about the type of results you help people achieve. Maybe the scope of work is not clear. The only way to know what is going on is to create an ideal customer journey map and then track it with data analytics dashboards. Once you have a dashboard, you can then make improvements every month. You should have key performance indicators for each important step of your customer's journey. Here's an example of a customer journey and the KPIs that could be used to track it. Number 1, someone searches for keywords you want to rank for. You can track that with impressions. Then they click on one of your pieces of content that are ranking. You measure that with clicks. Then they stay for several minutes on that content. Engagement. When they go to another blog that contains educational content, that's a page visit. Then they visit your services page, another visit. Then they visit your pricing page, another visit. Then they visit your get started page, fill out a form, and book a call. Then during the call, they ask about scope of work. Then you have another call to review and sign the scope of work. Then they pay the first invoice and the project starts. So you can track that with like forms, calls, and revenue. And this is just a sample of what a customer's journey could look like. On average, it could take at least 10 touch points for someone to generate enough trust to buy from you. The magic of leveraging content is that a lot of those touch points can happen asynchronously. Once you're tracking those several KPIs like impressions, clicks, page visits, forms, etc., you can then dedicate time each month to make adjustments to your blogs, landing pages, pricing pages, and all the other touch points so that you can improve your conversion rate and make sure that the growth in traffic is leading to more growth in sales. If you already have a consistent flow of new potential clients, then you could try either increasing your prices or creating scalable digital products to grow your coaching business. If you need to create that flow first, then there are several ways you can do so. As you've seen in this article, we recommend creating that flow by leveraging content that positions you as the go-to thought leader in your niche. To get started, you can leverage our content. At our Learning Center, we have a ton of content that can help you find your niche, get clients, and scale your business. If you are ready to invest in your business, you can check our services and pricing page. And whenever you're ready, you can book a complimentary personal branding consulting session with us.